The timeline is where your generated audio lives. Let's learn how to navigate and edit it. The timeline has 4 main areas. At the top, the transport controls: play, pause, stop, skip. On the left, track headers showing track names. The main area shows your audio clips as waveform blocks, color-coded by speaker. The red vertical line is the playhead. It shows your current position, and the ruler along the top shows time. The transport controls work like any audio player. Play and pause, toggle playback. Skip back and skip forward jump between clip boundaries. Stop resets the playhead to the beginning. You can also press space to toggle play and pause. That's the shortcut you'll use most. The zoom controls are at the bottom of the timeline. Drag the slider or click the plus and minus buttons. Zoom in to see waveform detail and make precise edits. Zoom out to see your entire project at a glance. Finding the right zoom level depends on what you're doing. Zoomed in for editing, zoomed out for overview. Each generated audio segment appears as a clip on the timeline. Clips are color-coded by speaker, so you can visually distinguish who's talking. The width of the clip represents its duration. Clips are positioned sequentially. The first segment at the start, each subsequent segment following the previous one. You can drag any clip to reposition it on the timeline. Clips snap to the edges of other clips for precise alignment. For bigger rearrangements, toggle ripple mode, the arrow icon next to the trash button. When it's on, moving a clip pushes everything to its right along with it, keeping relative spacing intact. This is great when you need to insert a gap or shift an entire section, without repositioning every clip individually. Toggle it off when you only want to move a single clip. You can split any clip into 2 parts at the playhead position. Right-click a clip and choose Split at Playhead, or just press S on the keyboard. The split preserves all the audio. Both halves keep their waveforms and speaker assignments. It's fully undoable, so you can always rejoin clips with Command Z. Every clip supports fade in and fade out. Right-click a clip, and you'll see Fade in and Fade out submenus with preset durations, from 1/10 of a second up to 1 second. Select a duration and a visual indicator appears on the clip, a dark triangle at the edge showing exactly where the fade happens and how long it lasts. Fades are applied during export. They create smooth transitions at clip boundaries instead of hard cuts. They're especially useful for background music and sound effects, but work on dialogue clips too. The timeline has a 50-level undo history. Command Z to undo, Command Shift Z to redo. You can also use the undo and redo buttons in the transport bar. This works for all timeline operations: deleting clips, adding media, moving clips, splitting, changing fades. So experiment freely. You can always go back. You can add audio files directly into the timeline from the Add Media button file manager. Pick an MP3, WAV, or other audio file, and it appears as a clip. This is useful for adding background music, sound effects, intro jingles, or any external audio you want to mix with your generated speech. A few keyboard shortcuts for the timeline: space for play and pause, delete to remove selected clips, S to split a clip at the playhead position, M to mute a track, Command Z and Command Shift Z for undo and redo. These work when the timeline has focus. Click anywhere on the timeline first. The Generate Audio button in the transport bar kicks off generation for all segments in your script. The badge shows how many segments will be generated. Once started, you'll see the progress counter, and you can cancel at any time with the stop button. That's the timeline basics. Next, let's look at mixing and mastering your audio.